Bay Packers, Doug Pederson, still undefeated on Thursday Night Football.
Listen, I have told you guys this before, and one thing I love about you is the way you fight for 60 minutes. And you hang in there with one another. When things don't look pretty, and it's never a pretty win, okay? But it is a win.
And as some characterized it, a must-win, and they get it done. After the first quarter of the season, the Eagles are 2-2. The Packers dropped to 3-1. And you look at this performance tonight, the offense showed up. They had the running game going as well, punched in 2 rushing touchdowns, and the head coach at the podium after the victory.
When the game is on the line and the game is stopped, you know, for an injury like that for a lengthy period of time, you know, it's a tough situation, especially, you know, defensively where we were on the field around the 7-8 yard line. So credit the defense, man. I was twice down there. I think we held them 3 of 7, I think, in the red zone tonight. And anytime you can keep, you know, an Aaron Rodgers team out of the end zone, it's a positive thing.
Yeah, I really don't know what pass interference is anymore, so I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, until I go back and look at the film, I can't tell you right now. But I know we better fix it. Otherwise, teams are going to that's going to be their blueprint to beating us. Is they're going to try to run the football and grind it out. You know, we got to do a much better job to get teams and stuff to run on those early downs to get them in those longer yardage situations. But tonight did not do a good job of that.
We had chances. You know, we had a lot of chances down the stretch. We moved the ball well all day long. You know, we just struggled in the red zone. 2 field goals, you know, 4 passes on the 1, and then obviously the turnover.
Talk more about those chances for the Packers in just a minute. First, though, want to give Eagles their due because this was a team that we talked all week long. The fact that they needed to get their run game going this week, they did that in a big way. More rushing yards than passing yards, more rush attempts than passing attempts. JJ, they were mauling the Packers on the line.
They manhandled the Packers up front, man. And, I mean, you're talking about the O-line was pushing people out the way. Jordan Howard running downhill. But the scheme that they was using, I mean, they game plan for the Packers very well, man. I know it's a short week, but they put in some very good scheme runs. And as I want to show you, as you watch the film, these guys right here, these are great design runs right here. As you can see, you got the guard right here going to pull, kick out. Right here, I mean, the hole's so big, Jordan Howard still got his flags on. Anybody can run through that hole right there. The Packers got to do a better job of stopping the run. Then right here, you see, come down right here, crack Big Lowry right there. You see the hole again. I mean, any running back can run through these holes and get positive yards. And it was great scheme runs, but 176 yards on the ground. And you have a quarterback like Carson Wentz that can make throws. You're not going to win games like this. And then right here, this is great vision by Jordan Howard. Cut back and then stick his foot in the ground, seal block right there, get up there, and then yards after contact. I mean, that's 4 or 5 yards after contact down there. But they did not have an answer for Jordan Howard all game long. If you cannot stop people from running the ball, your defense is going to have a very, very long day. And they got another kid coming up next week that can run the ball as well, too. So they got to get that stuff fixed.
Well, and then the tough part about that, a lot of those runs, there's single safety. So you're playing a loaded box. You got enough guys up there, but the great job like you designed was just showing the different designs and how they ran the ball. They were very creative in how they did that. And it was a conscious effort, which sometimes when you go into and you play a good defense like Green Bay, they give you a ton of different looks. You almost have to be I'm just going to run the football. We're going to design plays that are just going to take it out of our quarterback's hands, not worry about these overload pressures, and they did a fantastic job. Really good.
Carson Wentz with 160 yards through the air. That's his lowest passing output of the season, but it got the job done. What did you see from him?
It did, because he had one-on-ones when he had an opportunity to throw the football, and Zach Ertz was the guy. Zach Ertz I thought he played really well, threw the ball accurately on the outside. Alshon Jeffrey made some plays on the outside. But really, it was all off of that run game. The RPO stuff opened up. When you run the football like that, everything else is just easier. And so Carson Wentz, this is one of his cleanest games that he's played, at least this year. Fantastic effort by him on the road, getting a big win. They needed it.
And I'm sure Carson Wentz will take this all day. 160 yards passing, but 176 on the ground.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That is balanced offense right there. That's tough for any defense to stop. So if they can continue to run the ball like this and be able to convert on third down with him making throws, I mean, they're going to be tough to beat.
Zach Ertz with 7 catches on 8 targets, 65 yards receiving. The Packers did, as Aaron Rodgers said, have tons of chances to win this game. I know you want to show us something about their offense.